Hi guys, since it's week 2 of spring clean with Rochelle, um, and the way I'm doing her tarot spreads is like spiritually and mentally and emotionally. I'm doing that type of spring cleaning, not necessarily with my decks. I brought out my, got this like months ago and was going to make pillows out of it, but I'm going to put it on the back of my new chair and see what great blankets if they come out with any around Samhain time. Anyway, I did, because I don't have the box anymore. I did use the Mystic Tarot that she used. And then I also used the Fairy Tarot. I got this at, oh God, the Witchy Shop. There's a Witchy Shop that I go to. And I got that one there. And this one was gifted to me. I've had that like forever. I think my kid bought me that a long time ago. And then I have the Healing Fairy Oracle. And I have the Unicorn Tarot. Yeah. So yeah, these are the cards. Duh. Because I had that out. I don't have the box for this one anymore either. Because those boxes don't last you very long. So, anyway, let's get on with the reading. Unicorn Tarot, duh. I meant Unicorn Oracle. The Magic Unicorn Oracle cards, yeah. Yeah, these are both by Doreen. So, I think that's probably why. I bought these off Amazon a long time ago, those two Oracle decks. It's probably why they were so cheap. So, okay, anyway, let's get on with the reading. Okay, I have raising your standards, and then we have you are gifted, then we have the Page of Swords, and then Two of Summers. I forget, because I don't have the guidebook to that anymore. I forget what Summers is supposed to be, and Queen of Cups. So, I think Summer, I cannot remember. I don't have the book for that anymore. So, okay. So, let me see, because alright. Okay, raising my standards. Getting rid of negative, toxic, get rid of negative and toxic, when it comes to decisions. Set goals for myself. Connecting back in spirit and my gifts. Um, um, connecting with ancestors, because he's playing the bagpipes. Of course, you got the raising standards and spiritual gifts, and he has the bagpipes. So, and I had the hardest time with the print on these cards. I forgot how hard it was to print all this was to read. Connecting with ancestors and the old ways, forgiveness, building relationships and community, sitting in connection with spirits and nature, because we have this right here. You're just kind of chilling there, and that's got a lot to do because of water and emotion. And going back to Emotional regulation. I forgot to read the question. Jeez. Oh crap. Got to read the freaking question. And this is the spread that Rochelle came up with, because this is this, before I forget, I will put links in the description, because Amethyst Ascension and Aries Witchcraft do have Oracle and Tarot decks on the, I think it's playing cards. So Erie just had hers come out, so I will put links in the description on those. Anyway, for the first question, that was area or areas that need renewal. So that was the answer to that one. Okay, we have, let's see, yeah, peace of mind, simplicity, Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. I don't even know how that did that. And Five of Spring. And I have to look at that one. Oh, the Ten of Swords. Okay, so let me get my paper here, because I always write this stuff down and then I get my papers all messed up and I get flustered. Okay, so this is all about being all about my peace. And there's all this stuff about not allowing your peace to be disturbed. And just kind of walking away from I have a hard time with walking away from, I don't see red flags, and I'm give people too much of a benefit of a doubt, which I really got to quit doing. Just making my life a lot simpler, setting more simple goals for myself. Yeah, all about, oh, my hand is not doing well today. Okay, because I can feel it shaking. It's not about being, now I lost my place. Yeah, so I need to simplify my life and just make things a lot simpler and kind of go back to basics, because if I always seem to feel like I've put overwhelmed and like I've put too much on my plate. And I need to go back to, I'm not like making things simpler, like going back to music and just chilling and just letting too much go on around me. And just not just going someplace else. And I need to, when it comes to people like that, you can't communicate. I have this rule. I keep trying to communicate with people that, that don't know the difference between listening and listening to respond. It's like I would be better going out on my balcony and putting my head through a brick wall. That's another obstacle I seem to have. I have to change that. And here with the Ten of Swords, I'm not healing. I'm not doing what I need to do to heal. I'm not doing what I need to do to heal and get, let's see. Yeah, I'm not doing what I need to do to heal, and letting myself be tied up with all of this mess. And I'm stagnant. So, but, again, I should be focusing more on the flowers than down here at all the vines and the backstabbers. I need to get away from the freaking backstabbers. That's another obstacle I seem to have. Okay, so question 3 ooh, is how can I face my obstacles? So again, miracle healing, teamwork. The answer you're seeking is with love. I'm sorry, that's love. Duh. I was thinking of the other card. So, and then we have the Page of Swords, the Tower, because two of these cards popped up. The Tower, Ego, and then Eight of Wands. So, anyway, so I can face the obstacles by doing healing, by doing more self-love and self-care, and being kinder to myself. I need to be tooting my own horn and patting myself on the back when I accomplish something, especially something that I really worked hard on. That I got it accomplished, I got it done. It may not necessarily be the way I wanted it to originally look, but I got it done and I got it accomplished. I didn't procrastinate. With the Tower. By understanding that transition, because the Tower is all about just like transition, taking down what's old so that something new can grow from it. What's it? Yeah, I got something with toadstools in a reading a couple days ago, and something growing from all of the because it's like a fungus, and something good can grow from something kind of gross. But I need to be observant because I need to be watching so that, I'm far away over here when the Tower comes down. The shit hitting the fan literally. So I need to be observant and see in what way it's going to fall so I know not to be in that direction. That's another thing I need to be working on. When I need to be working also on taking accountability for when I make mistakes. But sometimes I think I'm too hard on myself, so I need to find some balance with that, especially when I slip back into the old habits and old situations. I need to take accountability for that, but at the same time, I need to be, kind of finding some balance with that. And ego, that also, comes with taking accountability, and, getting rid of the old, because, to me it looks like they're putting stuff in the fire. And with spell work, one of the things that we do is, burning the things that don't serve us, and then things that are really bad, you take the ashes and you leave them, in a graveyard because it's what's dead to you. So that kind of does, apply to letting go of what doesn't serve. And I need to basically chill and enjoy the ride instead of all these obstacles that are getting thrown my way. I just need to ignore those people in those situations and just chill and enjoy the ride and be present in the moment. That's how I can face those obstacles. Okay, question number 4 that I just set my cards on. That was kind of, why do I need this now? Because I need another outlet. Doing the things that I've been doing hasn't served me. I mean, it has, but I always seem to have I don't do things in moderation. And if I start doing things in moderation, then that's going to be more positive. Again, teamwork. And that's something that's all about community and working together for the betterment of the community, or whichever community I'm in. That's another thing. And taking off my blinders, because again, I tend to give people the benefit of a doubt. And I need to be stop doubting myself, and intuition, because if you see all the snow, it's really hard to see what's really going on. So that's another thing as to why that's important. Looking towards the light. Find and stay in a positive environment and situation. Working together. Making better choices. Let me see. Yeah, seeing clearly and finding balance, because the Lovers is all about duality and balance. When it comes to community. And this is all about being vigilant, but staying present. Don't be vigilant, but not over vigilant, because when you're over vigilant, I'm not paying attention. I'm missing out on stuff. It's like the guy, it was in a book, and I forget the book, but the pastor or somebody had said, given the guy a spoonful of water and said, walk around the church 3 times and don't spill a drop. And the dude was so focused on the spoon and not spilling it that he didn't take the time to notice anything about the church or the building or whatever it was, and all the beautiful artwork and things that were there. So I need to be vigilant, but still, don't let it consume me. If I do that, if I'm vigilant and just stay like in the moment, these are all things that'll, what is question number 3 again, or 4 again? Yeah. This is why I need this now. So, because I've just been, having health issues and doing other things that I thought were a benefit, but apparently, Anyway, that's question number 4. Okay, question number 5. What future growth is going to come from this? Crap. When it comes to connecting with deity spirit and looking inside myself and growing, and my creativity, being more creative, finding outlets instead of just doing what I was doing, focusing on my creativity. That's part of the whole self-care thing. Again, I'll grow when I'm connecting with nature, and reflecting, because it looks like to me like there's water down there and she's just having herself a good old time. And again, putting myself back into community. I'm going to grow from that, because when community prosper, you prosper. And of course, it looks to me like the dandelions, how they get dried and the seeds blow, and that's, that way more dandelions grow. And, there's a whole lot of benefits when it comes to dandelions. At least they look like dandelions to me. There's all types of medicinal stuff that you can utilize with dandelions. So that's also got to do with a lot of mental and emotional health. let me see, I put this over here. Let me see, with reconnecting makes me strong. You're going to be stronger community. Trust myself. I'll start trusting myself now. There won't be any more self-doubt. Intuition, ability to make better choices with this one. And of course, again, we've got a lot more to do with, again, with the mushrooms. I'm going to have growth when I'm connecting with nature. Again, with the fairies and using animals with divination. That came up. Because to me, that one looks like there's animals there. I think that it looks to me like a butterfly. But again, and butterflies are too, a lot of them in some traditions are about granting wishes. You'd send them up with the butterflies. And that's also a lot of having to do with renew. So anyway, not feeling the greatest today. I'm in a lot of pain. So overdid it yesterday. So would have probably done a bit of a better job. But anyway, guys, peace, love, and light. And we'll see you at the next video.